Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here, I'm going to be going over the Spellhold tests in Baldur's Gate 2. So you'll be visiting this location around the middle of the game, shortly after completing Spellhold. Well, I guess immediately after completing Spellhold. After you activate this Minotaur statue and you access the Spellhold tests here, you'll find yourself in this room and the tests will begin. So this video is going to give you a rundown of the tests, the rewards you'll be getting, and different things that you should know about the tests, basically. So there's going to be two routes available to you. One is good, one is bad. And the differences between the routes are kind of minor. Essentially, when you're done all of the Spellhold tests, you will find yourself at Judgment. And at Judgment, you'll either get 40k experience or 50k experience. 50k experience you get for completing all of the tests on the good path, and you'll get 40k experience for completing all of the tests on the bad path. So the Judgment difference is kind of minor. However, if you follow the good path, you will have access to four different magical items that you would not otherwise get. So technically following the good path is better. So at the start of the test here, you're going to meet this apparition, and you'll have four ways of responding. You can either be friendly or hostile to him. Friendly is going to put you on the good path. Being hostile with 3 or 4 will put you on the bad path. It's worth mentioning, too, that if you get even one bad path, then you will get the bad Judgment outcome. So on the good path, after you complete killing that Myconid, Mr. Apparition will appear and will ask you a question. The answer to this question is a splinter. That is the correct answer. So this is this room right here is when things start getting a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a second save, because we're going to have to reload it to show you different outcomes. The first thing you can do here, hold down tab and interact with this table. You'll be able to loot Cloak of Reflection from the table right here. This gives you 100% electrical resist and reflects all electrical damage back at the attacker, which is pretty good. So after you picked up that cloak and you're ready to proceed, what you're going to want to do is talk to any of these 4 apparitions.
A simple task.
Once you talk to one of these apparitions, you're going to essentially begin the puzzle. So they're going to ask you a total of 4 questions, okay? And if you get if you answer all but, well, here, let me start that over. If you answer 2 of them correctly, you move on to Spellhold test number 3, or you move on to Judgment. If you answer all 4 correctly, you get a bonus area that will have the items Heart of the Mountain and Bone Club +2. If you answer 3 of them correctly and answer the 4th one incorrectly, then you'll be put into another bonus room where you'll have a chance of getting Bracers of Defense AC 5. And I'm going to show you both of these things with this video, okay? So, to get started, the very first answer is nothing. The second answer is going to be a river. The third answer, if you get this one wrong, you'll be teleported to a room with enemies, but you'll still get the good outcome. You only need to get 2 of these correct to move on to the good Judgment. So now we're on, the answer to number 3 is fear, by the way. Now we're on the last one. This is the last riddle that they ask us. Technically, the answer here is memory, but we're going to purposely get it wrong because I want to show you this this room here. So this room right here is going to be one of the
yes, if you insist.
The puzzles in Spellhold test. You interact with this machine here, and you'll get a book in your inventory that kind of explains the machine, but it's still like a puzzle and vague as hell. So what I'm going to do is explain it instead. So you have to pull each of these levers, and after you pull all of them in the correct order, then you will get Bracers of Defense AC 5. So the correct order for these is Mithril, Ruby, Emerald, Sandalwood, Jade, and then finally Onyx. And like I said, you'll get Bracers of Defense AC 5. And then you'll be teleported to Judgment, which is where you just seen my screen at right here. This is Judgment. And you'll get 51k XP for each person in your party. Now, let's reload and go back to the Spectre room.
Yes, agreed.
This time we're going to get all 4 answers correctly. because that will change what room we get teleported into. So let me actually, there we go. I had to scroll back up on my website to see the correct answers. Nothing, a river, and then fear. And last but not least, we have memory, right? Yep, memory. There we go. Now we got all of them right. Now we're going to be teleported to a new little room. This one's going to have 3 troll enemies. One of the trolls is going to drop Heart of the Mountain, which is a semi-decent necklace, I guess is what I would describe it as. And another troll is going to drop this giant troll's head. So once the combat is done, I'll show you what this is used for. So there's Heart of the Mountain, and there's giant troll's head.
I'll do it.
So when you approach over here, tell the apparition you want to explore this area more first. And then you'll see this altar that looks like one of those like things from Alien.
Quickly, now.
The little face huggers in Alien. I swear it looks exactly like that. So anyway, what you want to do is interact with this area here and place the giant troll's head into the altar. Like this. This will make the bone club appear, just like you've seen there. Once you've gotten the bone club, you are effectively done with this map, and you can talk to the apparition and move to Judgment. So here we go, we're moving to Judgment. And that really is all there is to it. That is how you complete the Spellhold dungeon in a in the good way. You can follow the bad path if you want, and obviously it will slightly change the outcome. Yes. One thing I would like to show you here is I would like to show you one bad path, because this is a unique map that I don't know if you can access without Jan, but I think it's hilarious.
Oh my.
So this is kind of like a bonus. This is something I found when learning this, and so I could write my guide on it, because I had to test everything. So you agree to the first test, and then during the first test, you refuse to answer the question, and this is the hilarious part. So here you go. You basically say, "What is this? I do not understand your question," and then this is what the apparition asks. Here among the fertile ground that produces the food that sustains you, what are your thoughts? And Jan says turnips. And that is the meme that I wanted to show you. It's just short, sweet, and cute, and that's really all there is to it. But going this route will put you on the bad path. Basically, this is the third bad map right here with the Sahugans, or however it is pronounced, and then you'll move on to Judgment immediately after this. And then in Judgment, since we follow the bad path, he'll summon a Mind Flayer to attack us. Huh. That's interesting. He still gave us the good outcome for doing that, which is very weird. Very weird. I didn't even like that. Yeah, that's very, very strange. We technically refused to participate in any of his tests, and he still gave us the good outcome. I can't explain why that happened, but it did. Apparently, there's still some like secrets and stuff that even I didn't know about in these Spellhold tests. But anyway, that is really all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully it answered your questions. If it did, be sure to leave me a like, because that helps me out. And aside from that, I will catch you guys around in future Baldur's Gate 2 videos. Peace.